Alright guys, this is Dragon the Armor. We're about to play a game that I've heard is incredibly difficult. Reviews that I've read make it sound like the combat is exhausting, the tactics and the gameplay are very demanding, but if you can get the hang of them and if you can stick with them, it's an 11 out of 10 RPG that some liken to Dark Souls-esque combat, but the way it's been explained to me is that you just need to prepare yourself. You just need to understand what you're getting yourself into. But the number one aspect of this game that is going to help you win and get far is to prepare. And that can be really difficult because I know personally for me, I really like to just go hard in the paint. I've played the Dark Souls games and I understand the complexity of like having to understand your enemies and their movements and making sure that you're dodging and you're able to avoid their hits while slowly whittling down their health. But I'm really looking forward to this look at Outward. It's the definitive edition. It just came out. The definitive edition just came out a few days ago. I think this game has been out for a few years now. High fantasy. I'm really looking forward to it. So let's go ahead and get into it. I see that it says a tutorial. It says 1 to 2 players. I think it's you can either play online co-op or you can play split screen co-op if you want to, but I don't have anybody to play with right now, so I'm just going to go ahead and do 1 player. Oof. I like it when games tell you give you a little explanation of like what normal is, what hardcore is. Like I know in Wolfenstein, like there's baby is like the very first one, and then like recruit and soldier, and then just like warmongering blood fiend Nazi killer. We're gonna go ahead and start with normal. We're gonna give him the name Delgor the Unwitting. Oh, it's not gonna let me do that whole thing. We'll just do Delgor Unwit. We'll stay male. Oh, I could be. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it looks like there's 3 races: Orayan, Trayman, and Kazite. I'll just stay with the original base style. Maybe old man. That looks like Bully. I don't know if anybody's played that game. I never did. I've seen a lot of videos of it. It always seemed like a fun game. All these guys' faces don't really fit the vibe. I'm gonna be old man. No, I'm not. I'm gonna be Bully. No, I'm not. I don't know who I should be. Let's go ahead and be Bully. Hairstyle. Oh my gosh. It's so beautiful. But in the end, I'm gonna have to go back to. Whoa! Now that. Be a mushroom. Hair color. What is over there? I don't know what legacy means. Oh, okay. Maybe there was a. I don't know. Delgor Unwit. Here we go. Start the game with a few skills, like the kick. You also have several useful survival crafting recipes. I don't know if this is a game that I should be playing just with a mouse and keyboard, or if it would be better to play with a controller, but I guess we'll just see what it's like. All my life, I've lived within the safety of Cierzo, spared the brutality of the world outside, but life in Orai is never that easy. For all the safety that my tribe provides, our laws are harsh. We are judged not as individuals, but as bloodlines. The failures of my bloodline weigh heavy on me. My grandmother brought ruin to our tribe long ago, bringing a heavy blood price upon my family. We've paid the debt caused by her actions ever since. I joined an expedition across the sea with my old friend Yuzan, hoping the money made there would be enough to clear my debts. This was a mistake. I'm lucky to still be breathing after our ship hit rocks on the return voyage. Now, I have no choice but to pick myself up yet again and face the wild, untamed land outside the walls. I must carve out my own future or die trying. Alright, already the backstory is pretty intense. I'm interested in how the Orion have these bloodline debts. It seems very, very interesting. I can't imagine that being something that we had to deal with. At least not here in the United States. Okay, space is my dodge roll. I'd like to take your armor if I could. Okay. Left click is a punch. Seems that Q, E, R, I don't know what this. Okay, 1 is a kick, 2, 3, 4, 5. C is a crouch. Looks like shift as normal is oh nice. Okay, F is how you take stuff. It looks like it needs to be highlighted with the that little flashy star, but I wonder. Tab doesn't do anything. Okay, control is another crouchy boy. I've also heard that you can't carry a lot of stuff, so it might not be wise to pick up too many of these torches, but I still am not sure how to get to my. Okay, there we go. I've just pressed I. That's for the items. My pocket, I can carry 10 pounds worth of stuff. Each torch is 0.4. Okay. And they have a durability. It's up there in the. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. The durability is up here. 95 of 100. Torch shines weakly, held in offhand. It burns out quickly, but warms up the wielder. Okay, so that's another thing. I think temperature is going to be one thing. I think as well, like food is going to be an aspect that I'm going to have to pay attention to a little bit. That's a big old drill. It looks like a. Oh, maybe it isn't a drill. Oh no, it's a big A shell. I'm going to have to be able to drink water. Obviously, drinking salt water is not very healthy. Let's keep going. Those are some really big mollusks. Okay, let's go. We'll drink clean water. Okay, hold a drink. Need a water skin. Gather some berries real quick. Gabberries, ochre spice beetle. Looks we got a guy over here I can go talk to. Whoa, improvise bedroll. Oh, hello. Yazan? Isn't that my buddy? Delgor Unwit, you're alive. You must be freezing. Come, warm up by the fire before you freeze to death. Where are we, Yazan? The last thing I remember was our ship hitting a rock.
We're not far from home. You can see the lighthouse from here, can't you?
Ito made it too. He's making his way home to Sierza to go get help. Ito made it out alive too. Thanks, Elat. Oh no. Thank Elat. That must be a god.
He's a Kazite. He was born on a ship.
This probably isn't the first time he's had to survive a shipwreck.
Go ahead and sleep in one of the extra bedrolls.
Alright, he's gonna look for Ito and the rescuers. I'm gonna come over here. Bread. Sheesh. A lot of people are dead. Okay, one thing. Okay. So I can put it out using V, or bring it back up using a V again. Go ahead and go to sleep. Oh yeah, crawl right into that. Oh, interesting. Each hour spent guarding reduces the chance of ambush while resting. Sleep heals tiredness, max health and max stamina, but reduces your max mana. That's a really weird aspect. Fire restores your equipped items' durability. I guess I'll sleep. I don't understand what these mean. I guess I'll just sleep for 1. Press T to confirm. Resting 1 hour. You need a cooking pot deployed on a lit campfire to cook recipes with more than 1 ingredient. Boiling water or grilling raw meat only needs a lit campfire. But I also need a water skin in order to collect water. Unconsciousness comes quickly and you dream of being ensnared in something. With a yelp, you jump out of your bed. Relief floods you as you recognize where you are. You are back in your old bed at home, the lighthouse in Sierzo. Izan must have brought you back to your family's lighthouse. Only your aching body tells you that the shipwreck you suffered was not a nightmare. Gotcha. Good tips to read. I'm gonna try not to read too much of them. Okay, worker boots, green worker attire. I don't need. I guess let's see if that's any good. Okay, yeah, I'll wear that. And okay, interesting. I was gonna say, it seems like anything that we're wearing or that is equipped does not weigh on us, because right now 5.1 pounds, or 5.1 weight, whatever that is. So I wonder if I can go and sell that, the tattered clothing. I wonder if that would be worth it. Primitive satchel. Nice. Can I carry more with that? Nope, it does not seem to be. Putting this back slows your dodge. Interesting. Oh, okay, sweet. So we can carry up to 25 weight in the primitive satchel. Go ahead and put that in there. $100 coins. How about combined weight of 1? So yeah, this is one of the other things. Again, like I said, I had been reading that the things that you weigh or the things that you carry are going to be significant. I carry all of this stuff in hopes that I can sell them soon. It was kind of neat though, because one person I read their review, and they're like, normally not being able to carry everything, because like, you know, in like Skyrim and Fallout, like you're able to carry a lot of stuff. I've always thought that like Diablo's carrying style was kind of an interesting way to do it. Oh, interesting. So you can drop your satchel real quick if you want to. Just press B. That's really neat. Okay. And that'll probably be helpful in the future for being able to dodge and stuff, which is probably why it's like, hey, press B real quick if you want to dodge better. Cooking, Scherzo, ceviche. Yeah, my wife loves ceviche. But anyways, like they felt like they really got to know what was in their inventory a lot better, because they could only carry so much, you know, in this game. So I'm kind of looking forward to that aspect. Like, I know that'll be a little bit more difficult, but I think that's what kind of makes a good
Rise
RPG.
and shine, Trog spawn. You think you can nip off for 4 months and not pay what you owe the tribe?
Oh my goodness.
A blood price is sacred. You can't just shrug off that responsibility.
If I don't see the money from you by the time I count to 10, you'll regret you ever came home!
Golly, for real though. Like, we just woke up from a shipwreck.
Yeah, you were on that ship too, weren't you? How many lives must your family be responsible for destroying before enough is enough?
If you can't make the payments you missed, we will seize your home!
Enough of
Anyways.
this! 12 people are dead. Stop this shameful behavior at once.
Yeah, I don't understand like how these
To
people can
threaten
be so
someone like
heartless.
this while the lost lives are still fresh is an insult to their memory.
Okay, period of mourning. I think
But
I'm gonna get like 5
Chamber
days
Lady
to like
Aberdeen.
work towards making some money before they take my house.
I said that is enough! If you want to resume discussions after the mourning period, feel free. Oliel, see these people off, would you?
You heard, Mother. Away with you, or I will personally see to it that you get double shifts of guard duty.
Leave me alone.
I'm sorry that was the first thing you woke up to. Please forgive them. Many of them have lost family and are not thinking straight. If I could do more, I would. The most I can do for you is declare a mourning period and buy you a little time.
Okay, right. So I've got 5 days.
That gives you a few days to pay back the money. Either gather the money or earn a tribal favor, and they won't be able to touch you.
Okay, so I think I have 27
Once you
silver
can make the
coins right
payment,
now.
come see me. Please find a way to make it work. That does seem like your most effective option, dangerous as it is. Never forget, no one is an orphan in Ciezo. Do not hesitate to ask the rest of the tribe for survival advice. If you can do a great deed for someone in Ciezo, we will owe you a tribal favor.
Okay, sweet. So maybe that's probably the best. Because I know that going outside of the walls is probably going to be super dangerous. One person's review I was reading said that they like kept on getting knocked out, and time doesn't stop for when you get knocked out. So their 5 days is disappeared before them, and their house was seized. Which I don't
Once
know
you're
what
ready to
happens
leave
if that
Ciezo,
happens, but
speak with Burak, the gate warden.
oh man, as a homeowner with a mortgage myself, I understand that it's scary business having to deal with that. Burak, the gate warden.
Remember, you only have a few days. May your ancestors watch over you.
Thank you, Rissa Aberdeen. Who are you? Can I talk to you? Oliel, that's your daughter.
I'm
isn't it?
glad you survived the wreck. Rufus commissioned it for me as a going away present.
So I've been taking this sociology
shipwreck,
class, and they're just like
wouldn't be
saying
right to
that,
leave so
and like the
soon.
position she's in is really making me think about how there are a lot of people that are just in like really sore positions as soon as they enter this world, just because of the decisions of their ancestors or the decision of other people's ancestors. And it's just one of those things that makes me feel really bad that people like my character, for example, has to pay this blood price because something that his grandmother did. And similarly, other people like might not have to reap that kind of retribution way down the line. Some are actually afforded a lot of benefits because of the acts of their ancestors or other people's ancestors. Yeah, I'm just...
I know. Risa has already promised me that she and I will be having a long talk. I know. I'll miss you and Izan too. But this is the path I choose to walk. Always strive to be better than today.
Sweet. Thanks, Oliel. Okay, I wish I knew what time it was. I don't know how time actually works in this game. Okay, I've got 12, almost 12 and a half pounds in my backpack. Oh, gross, I can eat a boog. Okay, neato. Okay, so I can get a weapon, my main hand, arrows, helmet. Okay, this is where I can see how cold or hot I am, how hungry, thirsty, sleepy, and corruption. Don't have any mana. Don't have negative or positive effects. Interesting. Okay, that's really cool. That's a cool aspect. I wonder what kind of stuff I can lash together. I think I'm gonna move the... Whoa, fire reload, dagger slash. Maybe I... Interesting. House hippo. Little birds. Okay, I'll just leave it the way it is. I think I just need a... Okay, running takes away your stamina. You can see that in the bottom left corner.
Can I help you?
Where can I find people? Let's go around the fish statue in the middle of the city. Must be that. If I'm trying to use the other some she'll find something else. Okay, so mentoring, teaching stuff up there. Let's see who's important. The chamber lady, Rissa Aberdeen. Just talked to her. Is usually in her manor on top of the hill when she's staying in Sierra Burak. The gate warden is by the front gate. Helen Turnbull is looking for curious objects. See her up on the raised deck near the inn. Maybe this area right here. No, I think I'm Gucci.
Carry on then.
Thank you, Mr. Guardman. You know, for having this blood debt or whatever, people sure are cordial and somewhat nice. Can I talk to you? Nope. I like your shovel. Okay, let's see if I can sell anything. Shopkeeper.
Is there something you need?
Soraborian, Kerbeck, and let me know if anything I have catches your eye. Time to keep about crafting and managing my inventory. Survival crafting.
Whenever you need to, you can craft a great variety of items to aid in your... Not only that, you can also disassemble many items. Using what your environment provides you is the key to survival.
Cool. Okay. Okay, sweet. I'll sell that stuff. Flint and steel, I should probably keep. Oh yeah, I'm gonna use that. I wonder if it'd be a good idea to get some armor or something. I think for now, let's do that. I'll sell some of my possessions. That was everything I wanted to sell. Basically. Oh. Alright, I probably don't have enough money to do anything for that. Ooh. I'm gonna go talk to this Turnbull person. If I can find them. Another merchant. Looks like you sell some fishes. Master chef.
Can I help you?
Teach me about eating food. So anyway, I'm trying to find food out there. What's a quick and easy way to cook? Try my more advanced dishes.
Simple food can be cooked on a lit campfire.
Cool.
Can I help you?
A water skin though. I don't know if I have one of those.
If you deploy a cooking pot over a campfire, or if you have a home with a proper kitchen, you'll be able to cook recipes with more than one ingredient.
Okay, cool. There's a guard. Some birds. Go to Kazakh
What
Trainer.
can I do for you?
I don't have 50 silvers, and even if I did, I don't think I am in a position to really purchase anything right now. Maybe this is where the inn is. I can't open that. This is really cool though. Like just the aspect of how difficult this is supposedly going to be, I think is pretty thrilling. Okay, maybe what the heck is the inn? Okay, I don't know how to jump. If I even can jump. Where are you? Okay, middle click is middle click or the left click.
Blessings of Allah
Do
upon
not
you.
watch over you. Either I should be word done
As a human,
Elat.
he was far from perfect. Then came the scourge. The 5 winds we once prayed to were temperamental and unreliable.
Buy various steps to teach you press make your own wall and increase almost actually cured. Rest for a long time, lots of food and water. Cool. So avoid disease as much as possible. Incarnation is the inn. It's a merchant. So I can't talk to everybody. Go talk to the guard over there.
Greetings,
So boring.
friend.
Caravaneer. Travel ration. Bland biscuit used when traveling from one region to the next. That can be in as well. Food as well. Oh, good, thanks. One Gaberries added, even though I just plucked a boosh. Whoa, your armor is really cool.
Whoa!
Wreck.
Hold up there. Where do you think you're
What
going?
was that?
Oh, not like that you aren't.
Equip weapon
You need
and
at least
large
an
hand
equipped
backpack
weapon.
for your
A water
big
skin. If I let you adventure outside without basic equipment, you're pressed to find a weapon. Make yourself a quarterstaff. I'm also sure you can find a spare water skin by the water purifier on the town beach.
Okay. So, question is, okay, sweet. Gather wood. How much wood can I gather? The other question is, can I make these into quarterstaffs and then, club. Quarterstaff does 17 damage. Needs a linen cloth. I don't know where to get that. For now, that is 16. It's 150 durability. Attack speed. Honestly, I'm just gonna make this. I'm curious though if I can. Let me equip it real quick. Okay, now I need a satchel. I see by the water purifier. Maybe that's what this is. Whoa, I like your fish. Whoa. Nobody gets mad at me for taking it. I would imagine that if I can steal stuff, they would like tell me that I'm about to steal something. Okay, fishing harpoon, huh? Man, this machete doesn't do very much damage. It does have a little bit more durability, but lit. So it almost seems like the more you explore, the more you might be rewarded. Can I pick up that shield? It's like a frisbee. I'm gonna try and be careful. I'm jumping up and down from stuff. Because I don't want to actually fall from a height and then get damaged. Especially considering, again, how difficult this game is supposedly going to be. Okay, so I have water skin, I have a backpack, and I have a weapon. I think that's all that he needed, but I would really like to find the, crap, I don't even remember her name. The, like, Burnwell lady that is over here. So here's a storage. Your health or stamina decreases. During combat, your max health or stamina decreases. Sleep in a tent or an inn to curb your maximum health and stamina. Okay. Hatchet, some salt, and some silver. Take all. This is very spooky. I feel like I'm about to like run into a bad guy or something. Oh, there's a bad guy. I'm a little bit suspicious of dealing with this guy. Where the heck is Tab? A lot of damage. I feel like he doesn't really have a lot of isn't really getting back a troglodyte, like oil. It's a pretty cool weapon. Troglodyte trident. Oof. Overweight. Understood. 17, 14. Okay, but I don't get a torch. And I can't hang a lantern for my pack. These weigh that much. Got a couple of bedrolls up in here. It's better. It's spooky looking. Okay, I'm not gonna venture any farther into there. I'm already down a quarter of my health. That reminds me, I need to learn these recipes. Oh, oops. Ceviche and where did the other one go? Or did I learn it by just clicking on it? I don't think my health is going to go back up anytime soon. I don't know. I'm curious. Curiosity killed the cat, though, so I probably shouldn't be doing this, but I'd like to at least see what else is up in here. Oh, another troglodyte. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave. I'm worried that I'm not doing what I should be doing. Oh shoot. I've collected enough stuff from down here. Maybe this might be the quest, or the, like, you know, the important thing that I could go do that would be a put me in the village's favor. So I'm just gonna not deal with those troglodytes right now. Still looking for what's her face. Fishmonger Carl. If I kill this bird, will people get mad at me? Can I even kill this bird? Doesn't seem like it, so I won't. New person? Nope. A wheel?
What can I do for you? All right.
Fine, tax me one. I'm gonna just keep that. Yeah, I was gonna say Central Pool to harvest mineral deposits. I'll get rid of that. I'll get rid of that. And yeah, I'll get rid of that. Oh, it's pretty heavy. That weighs 5 as well. That's pretty heavy. Okay, I'll keep that. Am I still overweight in my satchel? Jeez, I noticed that. I'll go ahead and sell one of those. Don't really need them. I have just one of the Flint steels. Yeah, that looks good. Incarnation is the end. I'm gonna talk to another guard. Whoa, with your sword? I was supposed to be able to learn magic at some point in this game. I just don't know where the heck. Oh, Burnside. I'm gonna talk to you.
Can I help you?
3. Two lady. The raised deck near the inn. Where is the inn? I was assuming this was the inn, but I don't know. Since the inn is just further in town. Maybe it's... I'm gonna go up here. No, it's already getting dark. First day is almost over. I've made... How much money have I made? I've made about 38 gold. I guess that's not too awful. But don't think I had any ability to sell any of the actually I don't know if I can or cannot sell the wooden weapons that I make. Town Hall. Okay, maybe this is where I could. Really where Risa sits. Looks like a Jarl's place. It's a cool lodge. I don't know if I'm about to steal some stuff. Dark nobleman attire. I don't know how to. What is that? I don't know what this is. Is it? Oh, it's probably saying I'm tired. No, that doesn't seem to be it. 84%. Yeah, I have no idea what that is. I thought that might have been like a bedroll or something. So there's a town keys. Maybe that's what happened when I quote unquote disassembled it or whatever. Let's bring this back over here. Whoa, that's a cool looking fish. Okay, it's time to leave. No, but for real, like, I want to know what that little symbol on the bottom left is supposed to mean. I don't like how long it takes to press or to hold F to gather stuff. Maybe you're the person. Is this the end? This looks right. You look fancy with your hat.
Greetings, friend.
What do you want? I may have something
Lend
for
me
you.
your ear.
This
I'm always interested in curiosities. What have you got? Lend me your ear. As a matter of fact, I could use a brash explorer for something. Here's what I need.
Blister Burrow.
You'll know it if you find it.
70?
Perfect. Make sure you have a good weapon, a lantern, and plenty of supplies. Lend me your ear.
Bad eyesight. Terrific hearing. Sierra's main gate. Follow the road to the left. And over the road, go left again.
I'll see you.
I'm a little bit worried just because my health is a little bit low, but physical damage. I'm gonna go back to the shop to go and see if I can sell this other armor that I have.
Greetings, friend.
I should just get rid of that other bedroll. I don't think I'm gonna need that. I may not even need the pick. I think I'm just gonna drop this somewhere if I can. Maybe I can leave it at my house. That sounds good. And drop it right there. I don't have to carry it all over. Would like a better backpack.
Need something? Well, you got the essentials at least. Here, I'll teach you a skill.
Well, I've only got the club. Honestly, that might be the best thing to just go ahead and learn it with, because I didn't mean to do that.
Need something?
Okay.
Well, you got the essentials at least. There you go.
Mason,
Mastering skills is the key to survival out in the wild. All right. I feel comfortable letting you outside the walls. Use the door when you want to head out.
Thanks, Barack. Like your hat. Sure, Sonny's. Okay, let's go. Venture. It's a cool looking little spiral thing on the top of that mountain. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Don't imagine staying near the road will necessarily be super helpful to avoid enemies. I don't know what kind of things are willing to attack you in this game, or what aggro is like. So I went left and left. I think I'm going the right way. Some cool looking statues that these troglodytes made. Blister Burrow. Raw food and drink unboiled water can give you diseases. Certain potions and teas can cure diseases. To recover from a disease takes time. see. That seems to be a offhand weapon. Yeah, screw you. I'm not going to take that trident right now. I don't think that would be advisable. How much? Okay, seems like my stuff still has some good durability. I might need to switch out my torch here in the near future. Shoot. Maybe I should have brought my pick. Tiny aquamarine. Shit, there's a lot of stuff in there. Stuff I have on me. Probably could carry some more stuff, but I'm gonna go ahead and just learn. Bang, great sword. That's cool. You get back here, you son of a gun. Okay, so far, not so bad. This guy is super nasty looking. Look at him. I'm making some good old soup. He looks like a Slovene from Doctor Who. I don't know if anybody's familiar with that particular episode where they're in the like state house or whatever, running around away from the Slovene, but they're like inside of the bodies of really fat people or something. Yuck. I found it kind of difficult being able to see exactly what was going on. Got a good overview of this magic trog. And this is where I noticed, if you can see the little speckle right there on the left, that's the mushroom shield that that lady wanted me to go and find. And I was a little bit sheepish to go and try and get it. I didn't know if there were any like assistive sort of things up here until I saw these guys. I decided that it was best to probably book it. I wasn't super intelligent here in this next couple of minutes, because I thought maybe I could sort of bottleneck them here. I think my initial thoughts actually were like, okay, like supposedly like they can hear really good, but they can't see very good. Maybe I can avoid them, hide from them. And then I figured, okay, now I can bottleneck them, but that didn't work very good. I got hit once, and that took a chunk of my damage, or my health. Well, maybe I'd be able to sneak through there. And then I got 2 really bad hits right there as well. And I figured, oh, time to dodge, time to get out of here. And I just booked it. That was really scary. I'm kind of curious what would happen if I got knocked out over here. I think it might just push you out of the cave. But golly gee whiz, it was exciting. I wasn't really certain what the aggro distance really was for these guys. I started to hear nice music and figured, okay, maybe they're gone. I'm gonna go ahead and eat some food and gain a little bit of health back. I guess first I wanted to look over here. I don't really remember why, other than to check what was in this. Again, like back to this whole weight distribution in the packs, I've found myself very frustrated with the fact that I couldn't just like haul off whatever I wanted to. It goes back to the mindfulness that I had to have in picking stuff up. I noticed that it didn't really like bar me from being able to like wander around with picking up so much stuff, but definitely exhaust your stamina a little bit faster when you're running or you try to dodge roll. At this point, I figured it was probably best if I leave the cave and go find a spot to sleep. I wasn't sure what my overall tiredness was, but I do recall that sleeping could increase my health, so I would go ahead and just take the initiative to do that. It's so dark during the nighttime in this game. I don't know if like the moon being out assists with how dark it is maybe later on in future days, but I mean, I guess not really. Like basically a full moon right there. Oh, this looks like a good enough spot. A lot of stuff looks very similar. Throw down my improvised bedroll. Time to take a fat nap. The whole sleep versus using guard, and the chances for an ambush, as well as like how hungry or thirsty you become. There where my mouse is. I was trying to decide what was probably best. I still don't understand what the far left indicator is supposed to mean. But I felt for now, because I was low on health, it was probably in my best interest to make sure that the ambush percentage was all the way to 0. What a beautiful sunny morning. Go ahead and leave my sleeping bag right there since I have another one. Take a swig of water, eat some food. Goof around with the menu settings and look around just a little bit more, see what kind of positive effects I had. Notice that water increases your stamina per second, food increases your health recovery. I think depending on what you eat, it can also help you have added benefits, like the sandwich that I found earlier actually helps you be a little bit stronger, hit a little bit harder. Saw this chicken looking thing. Looks, I think somebody described it as like a chocobo from Final Fantasy. It didn't seem to aggro me, so I kept on wandering off. Wanted to check my inventory, some skills a little bit more. This Mason fusion. Oh, yep, then the chocobo came and started attacking me. And it did a decent chunk of damage there. It hit me 3 good times before I even got one. Well, I got 1 hit in. Oh, there we go. It's like I didn't even go to sleep that night. They are really fast, though. It decided to run away, so I decided, oh well. But anyways, that Mason fusion skill that I learned from the gate guard, basically the way it works is you block an elemental hit with your mace, with your club, and it's supposed to infuse your club with that elemental capability. And I don't know what kind of elemental bad guys I might be seeing in the future, but it will probably be ideal to assign that to one of my quick slots in the near future. I'm really curious about all these. They look like funny kind of almost summoning abilities. I don't know what they are. I might try them sometime in the future as well. Like I said before, I think this is something I say later on in the videos, is that I'd like to spend a little time in the tutorial just to get like some more of the basics figured out. Although at the same time it is pretty fun just diving in, not knowing what the heck is going on, and just sort of having to like figure it out. Which is one of those things I think is funny in these RPG sort of settings where like I'm an adult person, should have some decent experience with like combat and so on and so forth, but us as the player of the character in the meta, like we just don't know unless we play through the game and really get to know what our abilities are. You know, I always think about how like, man, if I was inside of this game in real life, that was me, like I'd probably be so much more capable. But then at the same time, like if I got hit by one of these things, I'd probably like be down for the count. Here's our first troglodyte back in the cave. It's pretty easy to like dodge out of the way of them like running at you, unless you don't dodge out of the way when they throw their spear at you. I was a little bit nervous about like doing too much and him catching me, especially with how low my health was, but I didn't want to run from this fight since I'd already slept, which maybe is not a very prudent thing to do. I'm gonna just keep on wailing on him so he didn't run away. I don't really like chasing any of these bad guys down because you never know where they're gonna go. You never know who they might find that could help them out, and then, you know, then you've got to deal with 2 or 3 or 10 or 12. Again, it's really hard to see around the corners and kind of try to decide like, okay, where's some guys? Saw me right here, and I decided there's 2 of them. One of them looks like a magic user. I decided to book it. Try and get out of their aggro range. Just spam the game just a little bit. I mean, you gotta with every game, right? You gotta spam it just a little bit. is about the range that I felt was good enough to bring the melee guy over and then get the magic user off my back. Boom. Done, son. These troglodyte tridents are so heavy. They seem like they're just like a couple of sticks lashed together, maybe a little bit of bone fragments, but the fact that they weigh 6 pounds seems really bizarre to me. Especially when like a pickaxe is 5 or 6 pounds as well. Just wanted to make sure that my durability on my torch was good. Always gotta look around for loot. I like their mushroom pots. I think they're pretty cool. Go ahead and fill up my water skin, take a drink of water. I don't think I was really struggling for thirst, but it was a good idea to take a drink wherever you're going, especially in real life. If you're not drinking any water right now, go get yourself some water and chug that bad boy. Fill yourself up with nature's lubricant. A service message by Drugging the Armor. This is where I saw a pick and I was like, oh yeah, this is perfect. Like, I need this, right? Time to go mine some stuff, move some stuff around, but you know, like I said before, they're just so heavy. Another aspect of this, like, because I'm a hoarder when it comes to a game like these. I'm a pack rat. I just want to haul off as much as I can, but I don't know how valuable things are. I know that was one thing that was pretty useful in like Skyrim, is like it would tell you like, oh yeah, this is like its base value. You know, you like get a bunch of gems that weigh not very much, and you have a ton of money on hand that you can liquidate whenever you need to when you're going shopping. But I find it, again, immersive and enjoyable not knowing some of these stats and numbers. Like, I, as the player, really need to take note, and I have to recall myself, like, how much things are valued at, where I can sell certain things, what kinds of things I can even sell. Because the merchants don't want my torches that I slap together with a stick and some cloth, which makes sense. They don't want my club that's just a stick, you know? They don't want that kind of trash. Alright, time to try and slay this guy. He got me with some dizzy stuff. I think it took down my damage ability and maybe made me a little bit weaker. I got him knocked down, and these guys have a lot more health than their melee counterparts, which doesn't really make any sense in the aspect of, you know, like fighting classes and stuff. But we got him taken down. I decided to take his staff because that seemed pretty cool. It wasn't until later that I realized that I can't use it because it requires mana in order to play with. Yeah, right there, mana cost minus 10%. So you'd only technically be able to use it 10 times, but I would assume you'd need at least 10 mana to use it that 10 times to subtract the 10% each time. For some reason, I really wanted this just because it was cool. Just because I thought maybe it would hold more value than some of the other things that I was holding on to. Just checking out my positive and negative effects. Went ahead and ate that sandwich like I was talking about earlier. It gave me that scary looking face down on the bottom left. That is a rage stat that is increasing my attack abilities by like 25%, which is pretty nice. I'm kind of wasting it right now, just looking around. I didn't really need to eat it. I don't know why I consumed it. I thought that seemed like a good idea. Again, just wandering through this cavern, trying to figure out where everybody is, where I am. Overlooking the mushroom shield again and the big magic user. What's the best plan of attack? Do we just haul in with no regrets? Do we try to kite the melee user back a little bit? Alright, here we go. Oh my gosh. I can't believe that the magic user buffed his little melee guy, but I mean, it makes sense. He's stronger. Oh, crud, there's another guy right there. The troglodytes from my first little adventure in here that probably followed me all the way around this bend. Okay, guys. I decided to just book it past them. I figured that's gotta be the route, right? Just go and nab up that shield and book it over here. Can we get out? Oh, crud. Okay, we're trapped. And they're coming. Oh, okay, sweet. So, it looks like they have lost sight of me. Even through just the vines right here, they don't know where I am. It looks like they're still looking around. They know that I'm here. Or they know that I'm somewhere. I haven't disappeared yet. Trying to be cautious as I look through my inventory. Don't want them to get the jump on me. It's funny watching them. It's like, oh crud, like, where did that guy go? How dare he take our mushroom shield? It was a secret relic. My great-grandfather passed that down to me. It's time to get rid of a couple torches. Don't really need them. Alright, this is where I figured it's time to just book it. Pretty easy to slip past them. They're not very fast. Not too bright. I mean, I don't know what a troglodyte is. They look like, they're kind of like mud golems or something. So we got out of there in a jiffy, and it's time to go sell this bad boy and pay off our blood debt for the month. Or for the last 4 months. However long this 150 silvers is supposed to be getting us. I always forget to turn out my torch whenever I come out into the sun when I'm leaving a building or a cave like that, but there we go. Time to just head back to Ciervo. Oh, don't want to get in the way of those hyenas. We'll just try to get around them a little bit. Oh, they saw us. Okay, alright, they're a little bit faster than the troglodytes. Oh, they're still there. Oh, shoot. I don't know where I'm running. I'm bumping into stuff. Are they still there? Oh, yep, they're right there. Stamina's getting a little bit low, but Cerebro's right there. They're still right there. We'll just... Okay, yep. We're just gonna keep running. Like how the character looks like they're getting like pretty haggard, pretty tired. Alright, we'll just leave them right there outside of the gate. Hopefully they'll leave. Sierzo. It's one thing I'm having a little bit of a struggle remembering all the names and places. Every time I put my mouse over on those little icons in the bottom left, I really wish it would just tell you what those mean instead of having to hunt around in your menu.
Greetings, friend.
Got a strange garnet.
Lend me your ear. I'm always interested in curiosity. Oh,
sweet 30 silver.
Interesting piece. Excellent.
Also,
Lend me your ear. I'm always interested in curiosity.
Mushroom.
Lend me your ear.
70 silver. Nice.
You've earned this.
Alright, you don't have any other missions, do you? Any other quests for me to go on? Oh, looks like you don't.
Friend.
Sweet. Thanks,
Lend
lady.
me your... I'm always interested in curiosity. I'll see you.
I got 192 money. This is the part where I thought, okay, like, I can either just go buy my quote-unquote freedom, or I can keep on looking for that town favor that I can accomplish. But, you know, I only had another day or two left. I had no idea. Absolutely no clue who I could go and talk to get that taken care of. Decided to offload some of my stuff. Just want to sell some stuff to you, man.
What can I do for you? All right.
Decided to get rid of this. I think I got rid of that. It's only worth 6 silver. Like I said, like only 1 silver per pound. Not really a efficient way to make any money. But golly gee whiz, like this satchel doesn't carry very much, and you know, I just don't know what to hold on to, what to keep. It seems like everything's important, you know? Like you need to save and hold on to everything. But obviously that's never the case. You always get rid of stuff. You don't have to hold on to everything. It's great to be prepared in any situation, but it's also nice to be prepared in a manner that you can haul off whatever you need. Out there I got rid of the dagger because I don't know how to use a dagger right now, so I figured that was probably for the best. Just looking through all the rest of my equipment. Old lantern. Maybe we'll just go ahead and skip through some of this stuff.
I'm glad you survived the roof it, but with the shipwreck.
Like, you do you, baby boo.
It wouldn't be right to leave so soon.
Blessings of Alat upon you.
I still just wish that I could jump in this game. Like, I don't understand why it's so... why it does that. I thought that little icon with the raindrops meant like I was thirsty, but it literally just meant that I was getting rained on. I'm wet and cold. I don't remember why I decided to come back to the lighthouse. Oh, I recall. I was looking for Risa, the mayor or the town leader. I recall having been in this the big house over here though, and it looked like it had a little throne room. Looked like a jarl or something, some sort of Viking ruler sat in here. So I figured, yep, there we go. There she is. I'm gonna go chit chat with you. Well, I'd like to talk about...
Greetings. How go your efforts? Here's what
you
you
can
need to
teach
know.
me some stuff, but also...
If you're looking for
I'd
news,
like to talk about the blood
the inn
price.
is always a good place to try. Greetings. How go your efforts? You have a way to make that payment. And on
Goodbye,
time, too.
150
I'm
silver.
impressed. I'll see that this money gets to the families that need it most. Oliel and Izan are leaving Ciezo. Oliel is leaving to go join the holy mission of Elat. As will we all. A blood price has been declared upon his bloodline.
It's interesting to me, this aspect of, again, their culture, like, that
Roland fell asleep on duty. This
because
is
he was in charge of driving the ship, right? And because it crashed... Oh no, I take that back. That's not what happened. Roland was in charge of the light at the lighthouse, and he let it go out. And that is technically why the ship wrecked.
Come back
and so
once you've said your
it's
goodbyes
all
to them.
blamed on him. Which to some degree I can understand. And is understandable. And it sounds like Roland is taking that with stride. But it again is just a very funny aspect of, you know, their culture, where it's just like, alright, like, you made this huge mistake. Everybody in your bloodline, all of your posterity will suffer until the debt is paid off. And it's like, how do you figure out the number that needs to be paid off, you know? Bye, Olio. It's been nice knowing you.
I guess this is goodbye.
For like
I'm leaving this place to join the holy
an
mission.
hour
I'll
or
miss
something.
it too. Risa has done some
I suppose
things
it's been
I
a few
can't agree
days
with.
technically in game.
I can't talk
I
about
mean, in reality, who knows how long Delgor has known Olio.
All right,
She
listen.
seems nice, though. Her and her mother seem like really nice people.
Excellent. The holy mission is about more than just working under a manifested god. Have discipline and mastery over yourself. I wonder.
I'm pretty torn.
If you do want to join us,
a little
meet
bit
me in
later, I
Monsoon
get pretty
in the
torn.
hallowed
But I
marsh.
mean, talking to Oliel, she wants me to come and join her in the Holy Order.
Once in the marsh, follow
And
the
that
pilgrim
sounds
road.
pretty cool. Now I've got to find Yuzan. And I'll just skip ahead to when I find him. Yuzan! There you are!
I take it you've heard the news?
Sheesh,
Come
took me
see
forever to
I've
find
got
you.
one little fishing barge to my name. And by a lot, I'm gonna use it. The heroic
Alright,
kingdom
here's the
will lead
next
to some
faction.
progress.
Go to the Heroic Kingdom, which, again, sounds really cool. Could go over to the desert and join my buddy Yuzan.
That I will. I will chase the Levantine dream and make it my own.
I was gonna say, I think the blood price would have hung onto Yazan's head from his brother Roland, not making sure that the
We'll go by
the
ocean
lighthouse
as far
was
as we can, then
kept
make
lit,
it
but
across the Abrasar Desert on foot. Likewise, my friend.
what a funny
If
what
you
a funny
plan to
way
make the
culture
journey
can
to
function.
Levant completely on foot, be
But
prepared.
I suppose,
for
like
a
I said
long,
before,
long
that's kind of the way modern
If you have the courage
cultures
to
work
face the
too.
Abrasar Desert,
I mean, if you struggle and you make a mistake, then your family can really suffer because of the consequences of your actions. Sounds like a fun trip, though. Honestly, this sounds really appealing to go and be a cool adventurer. Join my buddy Yazan. Alright, I think the next thing we need to do is go talk to Risa Aberdeen again, the mayor. So let's skip over to that. Alright, we got a better pack. We can have a little lantern on the back, which is pretty sweet. And now it's time to go talk to Risa. You can barely see her in this video, but I could see her
There
a
you
lot
are.
better.
Urgent news just came in. This is troubling. I'm going to Berg, the main settlement in the Enmakar forest.
Alright, so that's where Risa is. She's in Berg.
I have an offer. I will pay off
Honestly,
the rest
I
of your
thought
blood
this
price
sounded really
and adopt you into
ideal.
the Aberdeen
You know,
bloodline.
like, okay, like,
It's
be important for this community, even though it's, like, really, like,
the Blue Chamber Collective is about coming together
frustrated
as a
who
family.
my character has been able to be because of, again, of his ancestry. But, like, the idea of, like, going and, like,
It's your
Risa
choice.
sort of absolving all of my debts and then
Your life
allowing
is
me
in
to
your hands.
join her and kind of joining her family house, like, that
You will
sounded...
need to prepare travel
That
rations.
sounded pretty cool, honestly. Like, I'm not against that idea. And again, I'm just very torn at,
Listen well.
you know, which faction I should go and join. But maybe I'll just have to make a series of videos of joining each faction, which could be a long, long time of playing this game. But I mean, each time I play through it, I'll probably be just that much more effective and capable at surviving and getting through quickly. Again, it's interesting how little information your character like writes down or keeps. It's just very, very simple. It's like, okay, go to the Enriker Forest. You go to the Hallowed Marsh. You go to the Abrasar Desert. Or you go to the Antique Plateau. I don't remember who said who or who said what. Just now, I mean, like, Risa just said that she was going to be in Berg in the Enriker Forest. And then Yazan said that he was going to be in the Abrasar Desert, but like I don't remember anybody talking about the Antique Plateau. But then much beyond that, like, where are any of these places? Take my pick. Talk to this guy one more time.
What can I do for you?
Maybe sell him some stuff. Blue
Here's
sand
what I
and
need.
a ton of silver.
What was that? All right.
You know what? Maybe it's a good idea to buy a sword. Maybe you know what? Let's buy a shield too. That sounds like a solid plan. I don't have enough money though, so I need to sell at least 1 silver worth of stuff. Oh, yeah, there we go. Get rid of my hatchet, don't need that. Get rid of my pick, probably don't need that. Yeah, that works. Go ahead and wield my sword, my shield. Since now I have a lantern on my backpack, I don't have to worry about carrying a torch around. He doesn't want my piece of garbage mace, so I can't get rid of that unless I just drop it, which is kind of lame. Like, geez, man, you work with metal and you don't want a stick? Alright, now I feel pretty prepared for the big wide world. I think I have what it takes to defeat any foe. I have what it takes to go the distance. I could be Hercules from the hit Disney film Hercules. I can go the distance. I don't care how far. I have what it takes. There's no doubt in my mind that I can make it to the other side of this continent, no matter where the paths may take me. I can take out these bad guys, no problem. Use my shield, block some attacks. I've got this handled. Oh, shoot. You raise your arms, shielding your vulnerable throat from the animals that howl at you and brace yourself for death. Fangs sink into your leg and you feel yourself dragged across the ground. Every rock and bump causes jolts of pain that knock you into darkness for a while. When you finally come to and open your eyes, you see the half-eaten leg of some poor explorer inches from your face. Lion is howling nearby, hungry for flesh. Clearly, dinner has been served. What's happened to me? I'm in a cave. Ugh. Well, at least some of my stuff is my stuff here? Looks like my backpack is right there. Alright, great. We can get all loaded back up. I don't know where we are. I wonder where we can go from here if... It's so dark. Oh. Oh no. Well, folks, it looks like we've gotten ourselves into a pickle. Will we be able to make it out alive, or are we going to be eaten once again by these hungry hyenas? Find out in the next episode with Drog in the Armor in Outward, the Definitive Edition. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. Appreciate y'all. Bye.